Happy stinking April. I'll repeat that. So happy April. I cannot believe it's April 10th. The last time we talked was weeks ago, March 27th, which literally seems like forever ago. Would you all agree? Because it feels like forever ago. Okay, so happy April. You know, there is several weeks left in this month. First of all, will you raise your hand if you are going to Punta Cana, please? Okay. So, okay, perfect. I'm not. So I will be here if you need me, obviously, at all. And our next call would actually be on the 24th. So I will still be here. Let's plan on doing a call. Awesome, Cuzzy's here. So with that being said, we have so many amazing things happening. Obviously, the Spring into Health Challenge Pack. How many of you are super stoked about that? Can we just all raise our hands? Like, I know there was a lot of like, what the heck is going on, right? What the heck? But this is the whole thing. Carl's whole mission is to help more people. And this is the way to do so. Now, I hope at Super Saturday, obviously, you know, talking about the message, but really when you're transitioning that, or speaking about it, make sure that you are saying you get a bag of Shakeology for $130 and you get all the programs for $30. So you're not discrediting Shakeology, because if you discredit Shakeology, you will always have to discredit Shakeology. Do you know what I mean? But also it shows the value in $30 for all of our programs, which is over $7,000. That number keeps on going up. I've heard 6,000, 7,000. It's a lot of money, right? And now we know we have 2 programs coming out now until Summit. So Chris Downing, are you all stoked about that? Okay, if you are going to Punta Cana, obviously he will be doing those workouts, but you will meet him at Summit. If not, I will tell you right now, he is a sweetheart. Kim Carver and I got the opportunity to train him on our sales team and kind of what the whole role of a coach is, because we wanted him to be informed before like just getting thrown out to the wolves of all these women loving on him, right? Because we all know how we are with super trainers. And so I have never met a more genuine, more caring, loving, kind person. So I can't wait for you to meet him. He's huge. He's tall. He's a big boy. You know, he's not bad to look at. So he will be a great super trainer. Like, hallelujah, another man, right? Boop, boop. So that is incredible. And then, of course, the other program, if you are a Brazilian butt lift lover, you will love this one. But I think the biggest thing with the second one, this UV2, is this is the opportunity to get your brand new customers, your brand new challengers, your coach. Is he single? I don't know. He has a child, Wendy. For you, not me. Okay, that's funny. No. Anyways, that just got awkward. I'm just joking. So anyways, I'm totally thrown off now. Yeah, super cute. I will say that. But the UV2, Wendy, you're a stinker. I'm going to get you back one day. So UV2 is an opportunity for you to meet with brand new challengers coaches who have really never worked out before. As you saw, you know, the age demographic for that is 40 on up. You can get kids involved. I mean, it's going to be a great program. That one is only available on BOD, so there will not be DVDs, is what they're saying for that. So really, you know, and there's actually not any, they did not do a test group on that one. So it will be a perfect opportunity for you to get several of your challengers, your coaches that really are scared, that are nervous, that want to do this obviously in the privacy of their own home and really shake their booties and have fun. Like, that's your go-to people on this. So don't discredit it because there's not a ton out there on it. It's actually going to be a lot of fun and a great way for them to transition into 21 Day Fix, Quarter Force, you know, even Shift Shop. Make sure it's SHIFT. When I asked him 10 times about that, I was like, okay, what? Ship? Or I said the other word. I was like, okay, say that again. Like, it Shift Shop. And literally, as you saw in the video, it's shifting to the next level, the next endurance, the next, you know, program in itself. So it's actually really great. Several of Beachbody employees did it and got incredible results. So that will be a really great one to do. Hey, Aaron, I know that you just popped on. So that's super exciting. And then, of course, the 2 new Shakeology flavors. Can I get a hella flippin' Luya, right? All my vegan lovers, we are so excited. So if you don't mind unmuting yourself real quick, and just if one or several of you, if you will, to share your most exciting part of Super Saturday. Will you go real quick? Just a couple of you.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I was just so excited because in Nebraska, we don't have a lot of like big ones real close, obviously. So we headed down to Kansas City and ended up being 11 of us from my team. So I was just so excited that we're growing. And I think the girls, a lot of them, that was their first live event. So, and Carl was there and Doug Moss was there. So a great event, and, you know, just getting that first taste of it live was pretty awesome, I think, for a lot of them. And we had a blast. It was a quick trip, but it was a great trip. So that was my excitement, just to have company and for them to experience it firsthand. So
I love that. Thank you so much.
A couple excited for Summit that weren't necessarily maybe planning on going. So it was a step in the right direction. So that was mine.
Thank you so much for sharing. Who wants to go next? Yes, Emily, go.
Okay, so everything about it was amazing. I drive to Portland, so that's 2 hours north for me, and it was kind of surreal because my very first Super Saturday was, 3 years ago? Anyway, so I drove, and it was the very first time I had met my upline coach, Ashley, and at the time, she was an Emerald coach. The Portland Super Saturday then was super tiny. We were both kind of like nervous to meet each other. We were kind of like, Amy Silverman was the speaker at the time, and, you know, you just kind of go like, oh my gosh, like, you can see her, she's so in her element. And it was just surreal to, like, then watch the growth that's happened on our team, and for Ashley too, like, to see her up there and so in her element and comfortable and confident. And I think it made me so proud because I've gotten to see her whole journey, but also, like, as a team, it's really amazing to see what's possible and to see the growth if you just stick with it. So that was mine.
I love that. Thank you so much. Who wants to go next? Somebody from, let's do Arizona, Phoenix, because I know Jericho is there. So you have Brooke, you have Sarah. Either one of you want to go?
Yeah, I actually left early because my son had a baseball game, but I wanted to make sure I got down there and supported my team because I'm already taking off for a race, or I'm already going to miss my son's baseball game for a race in Punta Cana. So I wanted to make sure that I got to his baseball game, but I was able to kind of split my time. So we had Josh Coates there from the John Maxwell team, and I heard about the first 10 minutes of what he talked about. So maybe Brooke can talk a little bit more about that. But I love that he just said, you know, inviting is the thing that we least like to do. And so we tend to put it last on our list when it really should be after your workout, the very first thing that you do. That was big. And I think that really resonated with my coaches. And it was just really cool because now it's not just my PS coaches going to Super Saturday, it's my coaches going. So it's really cool to see that growth. And something that always strikes me when I go, because we have a very big Super Saturday in Phoenix, is when they ask like Star Diamonds to stand up, it is so few people standing up. And something my upline Trina Gray always says is that the bottom is crowded, but there's room at the top. And that just speaks volumes to me when you see that it's people at the coach and emerald level, a ton of people stand up. But when you get to even diamond and star diamond, it's a handful.
Amen. Thank you so much. What about you, Brooke?
Yeah, so this Super Saturday was really special to me because my one of my best friends and direct personally sponsored coach of mine, Sabrina Hedgepeth, spoke at our Super Saturday and shared her transformation story. And I don't think there was a dry eye in the room. And it was just amazing. And what Josh Coates said that really stuck out to me, I mean, I took like 3 pages of notes, but I loved what he said about naysayers. Like, naysayers have 2 points of view. Basically, they're hoping that you will quit so they don't have to feel bad that they didn't join, or 2, they're hoping you'll succeed so that you can prove to them that there is a way that they can make this work for their lives. So that was my biggest takeaway. And also, like, a level 5 leader looks out the window when giving credit and in the mirror when taking blame. And I thought that was amazing. So those are my biggest takeaways from him.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Can I give a mad props to Amalia? So I ended up going to Vegas. She's like, who, me? I ended up going to Vegas for their Super Saturday, which was a ton of fun. 2 years at corporate, and I've never gone to Vegas' Super Saturday. But Amalia actually ended up taking over and planning this event. It ended up being amazing. There was over 200 people. The excitement level was incredible. But Amalia, huge props to you and the Market Council for really putting it together. You're welcome, dear. But such a fun event. Like I left there and I was like, heck yeah. Like just the energy, the excitement. I mean, it's so fun to be part of the live events. And so thank you, Amalia, for hosting me. I would say that. So let's kind of just jump into that. Cool. Super Saturday. I'm glad that you all know we're not having another one till September, right? Okay, hold on. Sorry, they're playing the video and it's just so loud. Anyways, so jumping right into into April and really seeing what we did in March. First of all, ladies, amazing job. Amazing to where you came from the previous month. So from February, your growth from February to March. And really, we are done with a quarter, which is crazy to me. Are y'all like, holy crap? Okay, I love this. And I want to share this with you because I know the last time we spoke was on the 27th. So this was before I had an aha moment. So I'm always the one preaching, right? Preach, 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 preach. Well, Wendy goes to me, Britt, and I know most of you know this. She's like, well, what are your goals? And I was like, what? Well, nobody ever asked me my goals. And I loved it. And I said, I'll get them to you. The next day on my lunch break, I took an hour and I really sat down and was like, holy crap, what did I accomplish? What do I need? Where do I need to refocus my energy? So I really wrote it all out. I took some great time. I sent them to Wendy. I sent them to a couple other coaches. They're like, yeah, Britt, I want to kind of see where you're at, what you got going on. So I totally did that. But I was shocked by how much I accomplished, how much personal development I did, how much I marked off a big debt goal that I wanted to get rid of. Really, I was like, wow, I was kind of patting myself on the back. It was a great reflection, right? And I know this is what you need to do with your Beachbody business. But the beautiful thing is then I was like, okay, I need to refocus, obviously, where I need to refocus. So I'm going to just show you kind of how I did this. So literally you can see this. Holy crap. So this is my passion planner and I know it's kind of blurry, but literally I just went through and I did accomplishments and then I wrote my personal development down. So I could remember what, and I can always refer back to, because all of you coaches always ask, what's good personal development? What's good for me? But then also areas to focus on. And then what do I need to refocus on going into the new quarter? What was crazy is not only the next day did I wake up like it was a brand new year. I was excited. I jumped out of bed. I was like, holy cow, I feel like it's a brand new year. I have so much to get done. I have all these things to get to. And what's crazy is those things that I put to refocus on, I got done within the first couple of days. And I was like, oh, okay, now those are done. Now I need to move on. So I want each of you to feel that same excitement when you get done with a quarter. It's like, hey, what did I learn? What are my huge accomplishments that I need to celebrate? Where do I need to refocus? Where do I need to course correct? And where do I move on from here? Because literally each quarter, just like the book, the 12-week year, you should be waking up that 13th week, or he makes an extra week from that. But literally into your new quarter as it being a new year. New energy, new excitement, way to refocus. If you don't, and I will say this right now because I've been in this business long enough, I promise you it's a hamster wheel, and that hamster wheel will just keep going. And while all of you will hit 5-star diamond elite, once you get there, what you're going to say to me is, oh, thankfully, about flipping time. You won't be ecstatic, oh my gosh! And I've done this with Brooke. Brooke went from 1-star to 2-star. Now she's 3-star. She's going 4, and then she's 5-star diamond qual. Literally, and every single time I'm like, what are you doing this time? She's like, more margaritas. I was like, perfect, more margaritas, girl. Every single time, I'm like, what are you doing to celebrate this? Okay, that's the whole point of this, ladies. And you know this, it's all about the journey. And this business is no joke. If you don't figure out it's all about the journey, I promise you, you will exhaust out and it will no longer be fun. And that's when my coaches go this direction. And it is the most disheartening thing because it's like, no, you have so much potential. You have so much more to work towards. And now you're helping change people's lives. And now you're trying to help your coaches become as successful as you. That's when this is a sweet spot. Okay. So that's my little plug on that. But I really want to talk about, what we did in March. So I have, and Serena's not on here, but I do have Brooke. So Brooke, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask Brooke because all of you, and I wrote down all of your Success Club base and how many coaches hit that. So real quick before I ask you, Brooke, kind of to go into that. As far as the Amy Silverman call, little did we know that she was traveling for 3 weeks without internet. Womp womp. So yeah, no joke. And I know she's posted a little bit, but needless to say, if we cannot get in touch with her this week, I know she's back now, but if we can't get in touch, there is going to be a call, and this is going to be for Brooke and Serena because they did hit that goal. And if it's not going to be Amy, it's going to be somebody really, truly amazing. But also, we are still calculating because I'm still waiting for several numbers to come through, and I'm going to go over the expectations once again so we're all clear on this. But as far as which team had the most coach enrollments, because then that is a vital process training with Kim Carver. Do you remember that? Okay. So I know there was just 2 goals this last time. But needless to say, let's kind of jump into that first one, though, your Success Club base. And I got pretty much everybody that's on the call. I got your numbers, except for you, Erin. Will you please go in and update that as soon as possible? So with that being said, Brooke did end up having 7 coaches hit Success Club last month. Holy shiz. Okay. Yeah. Huge. I think everybody just gave you a round of applause, even though everybody's muted. But I just want to show this. Okay. So what's crazy. So in January, she had 8, in February, she had 6, and then in March, you had 7. So will you please, first of all, talk about how you get your coaches to see the vision of Success Club, how you have become so successful at this, and just kind of give us your elevator pitch, or even more than that, on Success Club base, if you will, please.
Yeah. So, okay, good. I'm unmuted. So when I first get a coach started, I get them added to my team page, and I get them tagged in a new coach startup checklist. And it runs through the very basics that they need to do to get started. And in that checklist, I have a short 3 to 4 minute video from me explaining Success Club and really breaking it down in English terms, what it is, why it's important, the benefits of it, so the different perks they get, so that they know. And I put this is a non-negotiable for you to reach every single month. And in order to reach this goal, you have to focus on first things first, which is helping people. So making sure you're helping 3 to 5 people every single month get on a challenge pack in a challenge group. And I lay it out for them just like that. And then I recognize the crap out of Success Club and consistently hitting Success Club. So every Thursday that rolls around and, people are rank advancing their the new Success Club points, I go in there and I give a shout out and an update for people who have hit Success Club and also people who are almost there. And so that it gives them that push, like, you're almost there, keep going, don't give up. Even though it's 3/4 into the month, even though it's 2 days left, you keep pushing. And that's what's allowed me to be up to Success Club 16 as of today. I had 2 new people on board last night. And I just never stop that momentum. And I remind my coaches to just keep pushing. I show up on my team page every single day. I go live in my team page. I have high energy, high enthusiasm for my coaches, and I recognize the crap out of Success Club.
Okay, this is your opportunity now to ask her any questions when it comes to Success Club, because I just want you to get your questions answered on that. So do any of you ladies have questions on that? Shannon, did you have a question since you're unmuted?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind even sharing the video that you send them that's about Success Club, your new coaches, because I think that'd be really helpful to me personally.
Yeah, yep, I can do that.
Put it
Thank
in
you.
our group, please.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
So, yeah, I'll share it in the group, right?
Thanks, Brooke.
Yeah, I have a question. Do you kind of give them this is how many people I would talk to in order to hit those Success Club goals? Do you, I don't know, can you just speak on that?
Yeah, and so, I'm all about breaking things down for them, because it's really daunting if they say, oh, I have to hit Diamond, oh, I have to hit Success Club 10. Like, what does that even mean, And so I have my cover photo in my team page, like daily tasks as a coach, monthly goals as a coach, like what your goals should be every single day, the amount of people that you need to talk to so that you can reach that goal. And I tell people all the time, just do those daily tasks in the cover photo and you will hit Success Club. Like, just do what's in front of you and you'll hit it. But you have to show up every single day. I tell them consistency is key.
Will you break down that goal? Like, will you say exactly what it is that you say to them?
Like what's in the cover photo?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's just basically the power hour list. So be adding, 5 to 10 new people every single day. Be talking to, 3 to 5 or 5 to 10 new people every single day. Post on your social media this many times. Do your, drink your shake, do your workout, be posting genuinely about it. Just things like that so that they know the things that they have to do every single day in order to gain momentum and a snowball effect over time.
I love that. What other questions, ladies?
Brooke, would you share the checklist and the cover photo? Is that all right? That's just an awesome, easy system. So, okay, that's awesome. Congrats. Super cool.
Yeah, I also make sure that in my team page, obviously I'd like to get a website going eventually, just a really simple website where they can go to the website and it'll break down the trainings into smaller tabs. But right now I just have Microsoft Word document files in my team page, and I refer people to those in the checklist. So in the checklist, the new coach startup checklist that they need to complete within 48 hours, I make that deadline for them, like, hey, you're going to complete this checklist in 48 hours. Let's connect on this day. I have a 5-day action step group that I put the link in that checklist saying join here. It starts every other Monday. And then that gets them going, that gets their feet off the ground, because action is everything. And I make sure they know that you have to take action, that you're going to learn from the files in our team page slowly but surely, but you have to be taking action first and then for surely learning as you go simultaneously.
Beautiful. Ladies, it pays to be organized. Thank you, Brooke. And just sharing that with us, because this is the biggest thing. If your system is working as far as Success Club goes, awesome. If you're feeling like, wow, I kind of feel like I'm treading uphill, I feel like, this is just not chiming, try some of these things, try all of it. Would be absolutely amazing. Serena, you popped on at the wrong time. I'm just joking. Well, you just missed Brooks, how she got 7 personally sponsored coaches to hit Success Club last month. Girl! You have to go. Oh, I'm on mute. What's that?
Do I just come back at 3? I try to get on as fast as I could.
No, I'm just joking. You're good. I'm totally joking with you. You'll just probably want to re-listen to that one part where Brooke talked about Success Club base. But no, I'm glad that you popped on. Is there any other questions for Brooke? No? Okay. Serena, hey, I know that you just got down and you're still at the gym. Do you mind, can you share with us though, because you had 3 coaches hit Success Club last month. Do you mind sharing your system? How did you motivate them to that success?
I did what I talked about in the last call. I did the pods where I took my 2016 and 2017 coaches and I put them in like a thread where I just launched, kind of trying to be consistent with every month in a row. If you hit Success Club twice in a row, the prices just get better, as you keep. So I said for the first one, it was a $30 gift card to the place of your choice, and 3 of them hit it. So it was just incentive.
Perfect. So then just building the consistency with it. But thank you. That is perfect, because I know you did speak about that a ton. But yes, a huge opportunity to get the pod started. I know I've shared this before. One of my coaches that I've worked with for the last couple of years, Christy Lyons out of Texas, literally each month asks the big group, hey, okay, who's going for Success Club this month? And it's one of those things, she asks it to get their buy-in. Even though we automatically assume it, coaches don't understand that. Literally, you should ask the question, okay, who's hitting Success Club this month? And then she'll figure out who she's working with and then putting them in pods from then forward. So just an opportunity to keep the conversation going. Most of the time when you're doing pods too, is you really don't have to chime in too much. You have to say something here and there, but those pods just keep going, right, Serena? Literally they motivate each other, they inspire each other. And if you think about it, they're all on the same wavelength. And, so they're not comparing themselves to you. So I would really strongly suggest, if you haven't had any coaches hitting Success Club so far this month, I would suggest, hey guys, who's going for Success Club this month? You might be like, okay, stupid question. Never a stupid question. Ask them, because you never know if they are or if they are not until the very, very end. And you're like, hey, dude, there's 3 days left. And then they're like, oh, I wasn't really planning on it. And you're like, hey, what? You have plenty of time to train right now. It's only the 10th of the month. Thank you, ladies, so much for sharing those best practices. I always want you to hear from the coaches in the trenches doing it just like you, because I can tell you what other coaches are doing, but I love the fact that you ladies were so successful at it. And I know so many of you, had 1 to 2 coaches hit Success Club. That is still a huge win. That is still a huge success. And it doesn't matter how many coaches you had last month hit Success Club. My challenge to you every single month, and even if you had 0, my challenge to you would be just build by 1. If you had 0 last month, try and have 1. If you had 1, try and have 2. If you had 2, try and have 3. That is the one thing within this business. If you consistently push yourself out of your comfort zone, you will start to figure out where your true success lies. Okay. And if you continue to have 1, literally you need to know how it feels to have that little much more success and get 1 more. Okay. But the Success Club base category is the one I want you to consistently increase by 1 every single month. That is where you're going to start to build a very strong foundation. I'm not here to tell you to go increase it to 5. No, I'm not going to overwhelm the crap out of you. Just increase it by 1. Okay. Smiles, love. I just really want you to know that it is possible. This is what it's crazy. I've had this on my theme for like the last, and I just ripped it off. But if you started the year with just 1 coach hitting Success Club and each month built it by 1, so January 1, February 2, March 3, your Success Club base at the end of the year would be 6.5. A coach that has a Success Club base of 6.5 is typically ranked within the top 50, if not even lower than that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's just the baby steps of being consistent with it. Does that make sense? But also if you're building by 1 and say in February, March, April, let's say April, you're building and you got up to 4 or you got up to 3, and then that next month you have 0, it's okay. Just go back and consistently work. It doesn't mean you're a failure, but you just need to learn and to grow with this business. Does that make sense? But all of you were successful. I really, truly appreciate all of you updating. Most of you, did have 1 to 2. I mean, the majority did have 1 to 2. And then there were several with 0, and that's okay. That does not define your success. Any little hiccup in this business, any moment where you don't meet a goal does not define your success in this business. You literally roll with the punches and you get back in the game no matter what. And the beautiful thing is if you take it to your coach and say, hey guys, this is where I'm at, and you're honest and upfront, that's when team community really comes together. They see, you know what? My coach isn't perfect. They're just like me. They're trying to do this just like I am. And it makes you very much like them, which makes them want to work together as a team. Does that make sense? So anytime that you have a failure in this business, please share it with your team. I know it's so hard, but the fear can't live if you really start talking about it, right? Be vulnerable in those moments. You'll actually end up inspiring. So, okay, that's that. I did put the new goals in there as you did see. So, and I just wanted to have a little fun with this. That's why I put, obviously, your BAT. So have all of you seen that new business activity tracker in our group? You need to be doing that. Plain and simple, Breezy Bitter. I had talked to her last week, and it was very comical because I said, girlfriend, or she said, I talked to Micah Folsom. And I'm like, okay, and this was the week that Micah went double 15-star, superstar diamond 2. So, and I'm like, and she said, well, she told me just to do the BAT. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I love it. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I was really wanting to ask her, like, what has made her so successful? And she's like, literally, that's what it was. And so when I was asking her what she was working towards, she's like, Brittany, I just want to do the BAT. And she gave me this weird look, like, I know, that's all it is. And I said, no, because 95% of coaches talk about it and 98% of them don't do it. So it's a great thing because Kim Carver just updated it too. But this, in order for you to get a Zoom call with Superstar Diamond 2 Micah Folsom, you have to be posting that, and that's every Friday. So we may have missed last week, because of Super Saturday, and I may have been sick a couple days, but we'll jump back on track. So I'll give you this week. I'll give you until the end of today. Or no, it's a Thursday to Thursday thing. So I think you're actually okay. I'll let you know when. I'll put it in our message thread. Next thing is the Get 3 Personally Sponsored 2016-2017 Coaches in Success Club. And then that will be a Zoom call with Ashley Molstead, which, where are you? Emily. I'm like, where did you go, Emily? Which is how Emily was talking about, her Emerald coach who's now ranked #1 in the network. That's Ashley Molstead. She's absolutely incredible. and so relatable. You want to be on these calls with very relatable coaches because it will truly show you that it is possible. And then, of course, tune into all weekly, monthly calls with our corporate mentor, and you get a Beachbody swag prize from our swag closet. And, of course, that's something that I send out to you specifically. So those are the goals. But I am going to are you ladies ready to kind of hear about the expectations? Because I know it's been one of those things I'm constantly messaging you like, hey, update this. Hey, do this. Do you guys kind of feel a little frazzled? I feel frazzled. Okay. So I wrote it out. I'm like, expectations. So I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to share my screen. And I hope it will share this one. I think it will. There it is. Okay. So share screen. Okay, perfect. The only problem is I don't see you ladies now. Oh, well. Okay. So I'm going to just go to this first tab here. Will somebody unmute themselves and tell me that you can see Serena's? Yes. Okay. Yeah. I can't see you. So if you want to make funny faces, this is your moment to do so. So, okay, Serena. So basically what I want to show you, like what the expectation is on the new first of each month. So for example, when March is over, or let's go to April. When April is over, okay, you're going to be filling out this first block right here. Okay, your current rank, your new coach ads, your SC points, and your challenge pack sold to customers. So that goes right here. That's the first of, as soon as May, that's May 1st, you're filling this out right here. Okay. You're also going to go down one point or one little block here where it says SC base. That is how many of your personally sponsored coaches hit Success Club that count towards Elite, which are 2016, 2017. So you're going to put that number there. That's literally all you need to do on the first of the month. Is that clear? Can I get a heck yeah? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. Okay. Perfect. And Serena, mad props to you, girlfriend, to start with 0 in January, February have 2, and March have 3. So I love that. I love seeing the growth of that. The next thing is the second Friday of each month. Now, we know that's when the Elite report comes out, right? So you do need to come in here, and this is where you fill out this second, right here, all of this information, okay? So what's going to happen is on this Friday, Serena's going to go in and plug in her ATV. Did she have any new diamonds? And then her monthly Elite ranking number, okay? And then we're just going to add up how many points that she's at. So she's thinking that she's around 19 right now, is what I'm assuming, because that is filled out. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. Then quarterly. So let's go to once April, May, June. So the end of June, right, when you're kind of finalizing your goals, or July 1st, whatever it may be, that's when you're going to go in and fill out your Q2 goal right here, and then your refocus goal. So what did you hit? What do you need to refocus on? So refocus goal was Diamond Dash, and then Serena just picking one of those goals where you did, whatever it is you hit. Now I know you have goals right here. If those weren't the ones, which the 2016, which did happen in March, but if it was something else, hey, highlight yourself. Like literally show what you did and something to really celebrate on. So that's the quarterly one. So I don't know how to make it more, did that kind of help, first of all, kind of thing? Okay. So what I'll do is I'll make a badge and I'll put it in our group so you can kind of see, so you can go back to it. I'll put the link to the Google Doc. I'll also make sure the BAT's under that post. So then that way you guys can understand. The whole thing for this, ladies, though, it's really, I know it helps me out to kind of see where you're at. I promise you, when you get the hang of it, it's fun to see where your business is at. It's not an opportunity for you to beat yourself up. Not at all. It's an opportunity for you to reflect and say, okay, am I moving in the right direction? If I'm not, where do I need to course correct? What do I need to focus on? Because if you're not looking at this stuff, it's easy to focus on everything else that is kind of out there. Wendy's shaking her head. We all kind of do that, And so this is your opportunity. If you're like, wow, I'm doing great on new coach ads, but I'm really kind of stinking it up in SC points. Okay, that's your focus for that month. Because we know you're already going to do great at the coach ads, but the SC needs a little more love. That's what this is all about. Okay, ladies. And I know numbers sometimes scare the bejeebies, and sometimes when you focus on numbers, then everything else goes out the door. I don't want that to happen. I just want you to have a total be like, wow, look at this progression. There's nothing greater too when you can look back at the end of the year So when December comes, you can be like, holy cow, guys, like, and this is a great training tool for your coaches, and be like, hey, this is where I was at. If you focus on these tasks, I promise you this is where you're going to be or beyond. Like, it's really fun when you start looking at that. So that's the whole reason for this. But there's something, like I said, all in the journey with it. Okay. The last thing I'm going to plug right here, because I know we have less than 2 minutes, is Tulin. I wanted all of you to be able, and I'm going to do this, I want to do this every single month. Each of you deserve it. You had, wherever you're at within your business, whatever has happened in the first quarter, all of you had something that went really, really right. And so I want to celebrate and bring on an amazing leader. And so that's why I'm going to pull leaders and have them come in and speak to you. Tulin Emery, 5-star diamond elite coach. She was a 1-star diamond for 4 years. She ended up going from 1-star diamond to 5-star diamond within 6 months, had to rebuild her entire team because her team got poached. Okay, so she had to start from scratch. And she's going to be on tomorrow. Do not miss this call. Please, please, please. 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1:30 p.m. Mountain. I don't think we have any other time zones. Central, that'd be 2:30. I don't think anybody's in Central anymore. But do not miss that. This is your opportunity for her to really talk about her journey, where she's at, and then really an opportunity for you to ask questions. Okay. Can you all try and be there, please? And then each month, I'm going to make sure that we do that, because I want to celebrate successes in here more than anything in the world. Does that sound good? Okay. Ladies, I know it's going to bump us off of here, but thank you for jumping on today. We will talk again. I'll see your beautiful faces tomorrow. If I have anything else, I will definitely say it then, but thank you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, bye. You're welcome, ladies. Bye.